All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the World of Wrestling podcast. Here today to discuss about the WWE Summerslam 2025 review for Night 1 and Night 2 in one video. I'm going to go ahead and cut to the chase. I thought SummerSlam was an okay show. The openers of both shows for both Night 1 and Night 2 actually were really good. My issue with the entire show as a whole was in between the beginning and the end. I think the matches in the middle were kind of a disappointment, honestly. But let me go over this with you guys and I'll give you guys my opinion and my thoughts on it. So the first match on the card was Roman Reigns and Jey Uso teaming against Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. This match went on for over 20 minutes, number one. Number two, I thought that Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed winning the match would have been a better idea. You could have had Jey Uso taking the L here, at least, and then having Roman Reigns get attacked and destroyed. But that was not the case. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso actually win this matchup. But it was a fun match. Regardless of the result of the match, it was still a very entertaining and enjoyable match. So I'm going to give this match a 4 out of 5 stars to kickstart the show for SummerSlam. Next up, we had Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss going up against the Judgment Day of Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. This match, surprisingly, being in the second match on the card. Generally, in most cases, a match on the second match on the card generally doesn't turn out to be too good. This actually turned out to be a good matchup between these two teams. Very enjoyable work here by all four ladies, and Charlotte Flair did decently here. Alexa Bliss was good as well, and Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez are just good overall as a team. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss did win this match. Very enjoyable matchup. I give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. So it was a fun match overall there. And Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss are the new tag team champions. A bit surprised by that, though, because of Liv Morgan. She's coming back eventually. So I'd figured they'd have the tag team titles until she gets back. But unfortunately, that was not the case. Next up, we had Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross going one-on-one. Sami Zayn went over on Karrion Kross. Apparently, Karrion Kross is going to be his last match. It says here that the stipulation was since Zayn won, Kross had to admit he was wrong about Zayn. And that was pretty much it. This match was nothing. It was just a rinse and repeat of Night of Champions. And a lower level version of it, I would say. I'd say this match was a 2 out of 5 stars. Nothing really serious happened here. Nothing enjoyable, really. Just rinse and repeat of the same stuff. Then we had Tiffany Stratton going up against Jade Cargill for the Women's Championship on the SmackDown side of things. This match was very straightforward and to the point. They didn't risk taking too long with this match. I think it has a lot to do with Jade Cargill's in-ring performances. Probably don't trust her enough to actually get this over. So they went with Tiffany Stratton to retain the title, which was a smart move here. The only way I would have had Jade Cargill actually win the championship is with Naomi cashing in on her. And since she's on Raw now as world champion, this was the right move overall. I thought they were still going to go with Jade Cargill at the end of the day. But Tiffany Stratton won, retained the title, and I'm very thankful for that. I'll give it a 3 out of 5 stars, just to be fair. With the choice of who won the match, I think was pretty much the major reason why I'm giving this match a 3 out of 5 stars. Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, teaming together against Randy Orton, Jelly Roll. This match was very surprising on the result they chose here, with Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul winning and going over on Randy Orton Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll actually is the one that took the L, and Logan Paul got the victory with the frog splash. But Jelly Roll I did read that there's future possibilities of Jelly Roll performing again for WWE, but their main concern was that he gassed out in this matchup, which is very true. He did. He tried his best. I'd say his performance wasn't bad despite the gassing out part. But yeah, Jelly Roll seemed like he really cared about what he was doing in this match. He actually partaked in this match a lot more than Randy Orton did, to be quite frank. But yeah, this match between these two teams was actually very good. I give it a 4 out of 5 stars, definitely. Very enjoyable stuff. And it was surprising that Jelly Roll and Randy Orton lost this match. But yeah, they won the match and walked away with the victory. Last match on the card for the night 1. We had CM Punk going up against Gunther. This was actually a really good matchup. I would say, I would be crazy, but I generally don't say 5 out of 5 stars. But this match was 5 out of 5 stars, man. There was no flips and dives. There was no, craziness that occurred here. It was just a straight up good match between two guys, and they brutally fucked each other up. CM Punk ended up walking away with the victory, becoming the World Heavyweight Champion for only a few minutes. Seth Rollins appeared, and this was one hell of a surprise. I thought they were going to have him cash in the middle of the match, but it actually turned out to be, in a very special way, in my personal opinion, him actually coming out on crutches with a knee brace on. I thought literally they were like playing off like this is real, and I'm like, okay, so this is not scripted. Then he turns around and stops, straightens up, and then drops the crutches down on the ground, and then removes the knee brace and walks down the ring and cashes in on CM Punk. Punk was expecting it back, someone like Bronson Reed or Braun Breaker to come from behind. Nobody showed up. Then he thought, okay, maybe I'm in the clear then. Maybe he actually does have an injury and he's not cashing in. He's just giving me a head notice that I better be prepared. And unfortunately, that was not the case either. He got hit in the head with the briefcase multiple times, and then Seth Rollins connected with the curb stomp, cashed in, and 1, 2, 3 became the new World Heavyweight Champion and walked away with the W. And that's how night 1 ended. I think night 1, I mean, Tiffany Stratton, Sami Zayn, that sucked. The women's tag team title match was good. The tag match with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso against Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed was awesome. And the World Championship main event was great with Seth Rollins cashing in at the end. So that was really cool. Then we had night 2. Night 2, I'd say Naomi, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky was a fairly decent matchup. This match went a little over 15 minutes in a triple threat match for the world title, and Naomi walked away with the championship as expected. I didn't expect her to lose this match in any way, shape, or form. This match was a 3.5 out of 5 stars, pretty average, straight to the point. Then we had a six-team tables, ladders, and chairs match for the WWE Tag Team titles. This was a barn burner of a match. It only went 16 minutes, though. I'd expected it to go in like 20 minutes, but they gave them 16. The Wyatts walked away with the championships and still retained their titles, as expected. Andrade and Rey Fenix were outstanding, as well as Nathan Frazier and Axiom. Nathan Frazier and Axiom. They did some high-flying spots as well that was entertaining as fuck. And everyone else just gelled well in this matchup, and it just was an entertaining match overall. So again, I say I think it was a 4 out of 5 stars. Very entertaining, and it really honored the 25 years of when the first TLC match ever took place, and I think they did a fantastic job with that. Next, we had Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Intercontinental Championship in a no disqualification, no countout last chance match. Becky Lynch actually ends up retaining the title. I thought this match was fair. I give it a 3 out of 5 stars. Bayley got involved in this. Lyra Valkyria got an L here. I mean, I don't know where they're going with this, but now Lyra Valkyria is out of the picture for the Intercontinental Championship. This could lead to Bayley facing Becky Lynch for the championship at Paris. I'm not sure. I really am not sure where they were going with this. This was 25 minutes of pure, like, street fight matchup, and I don't know. It was okay, but it was not to the level I was expecting, and it was kind of a disappointment in my opinion, especially Lyra Valkyria not even getting the W here at the end. But Bayley being there, I kind of had a feeling like Lyra Valkyria was going to lose with Bayley being there at the end of the day. So Becky Lynch retained. 3 out of 5 stars is what I'm going to say for that match. Solo Sikoa defending the United States Championship inside the steel cage match against Jacob Fatu. Solo Sikoa won by escaping the cage. And personally, I think with this match, it definitely defines how useless the steel cage match really is. This match should be able to hold people, prevent people from being able to interfere in the match, and it never does. And this match really was one of the worst steel cage matches I think I've ever seen in my life. This is by far the worst. Absolutely horrendous. Trashy as hell. Match didn't even go 15 minutes. It was 12 minutes and 40 seconds based off of Wikipedia. And I just seriously think this was an absolute disappointment and a wasted match. They really lowballed this match. Jacob Fatu ends up losing the matchup and then getting Solo Sikoa back in the ring after he got pissed off at what happened. He did a fucking flying moonsault off the top of the cage. Not during the match, but after the match was over. That makes absolutely no fucking sense. What a waste of fucking time that was. That was shit. I'd say 1.5 stars. That was garbage beyond belief. One of the worst. I think it's the worst match on the entire card for night 1 and night 2. This was absolute trash. I was highly anticipating a good match here. This was really terrible. And I did not enjoy the match whatsoever from beginning to end. Very lackluster performance by both guys. Next up, the co-main event, Dominic Mysterio defending the IC Championship against AJ Styles. This was fantastic, and it was only 10 minutes long. I love this match. This match was fucking enjoyable as hell. They were just honoring Eddie Guerrero left and right in this match. Dominic Mysterio picks up an amazing victory. He goes ahead and rips a move out of Eddie Guerrero's book when he faced Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 20. He undid the boot. His ankle was bothering him, so he loosened it up. And then AJ tried to do the calf crusher, and he pulled on the boot too hard. Boot slipped right off. And then he tried to attack Dom, and Dom moved out of the way, hit the referee by mistake. AJ was trying to, revive the referee, but the referee was not having it. And then he got walloped by Dominic Mysterio with the boot, and then connected with the 5-star frog splash finisher. And that was fantastic. Great ending. Great. It just all gelled together. I thought it was fantastic the way they closed this match out. 4 out of 5 stars, easy without question. Good matchup between these two. I hope they face each other again and AJ wins the title. Next, we had Cody Rhodes in the main event against John Cena with the WWE Championship on the line in a street fight. This was a classy matchup, even though it was a street fight. The one thing I will say is they fucked up the entire build towards this. And what I mean by that is by John Cena should have been a heel going into this match and then coming out of this match as a babyface, shaking hands with Cody, passing the torch and saying, yeah, you are the man. You deserve this. You fought me at my own game and you beat me. And with all that being said, I got you. You have my respect. That's what I would have done. SmackDown, they kind of just forced the narrative. They pushed it. They basically told us, you know what, you guys are right. This is going nowhere. We've totally fucked up John Cena's heel run. We're just going to shift him back to a babyface now instead of later. There's no point in saving this for SummerSlam. So we're just going to give you the hoorah for John Cena. And this match was fantastic. Cody did not turn heel either. I was surprised by that. And it kind of was telling that they were admitting to us that they fucked up with the John Cena heel run based on the fact that Cody didn't turn heel, because a lot of people thought that. I included thought that was going to happen. None of that happened. And John Cena and Cody just had a 30-plus minute barn burner of a street fight that was worthy of a main event on a pay-per-view card. And they were fantastic in this match. Hands down to both of these guys. I literally, several times, I did not know what to think. I thought Cody was going to win. Then John Cena looked like he was going to win. When John Cena put the rope around Cody Rhodes' neck, I thought that was it. It was like Umaga reenactment, and he was just going to pass out, and that was it. And that actually did not happen either. So Cody walked away with the W and picked up the victory with a crossroads. There was a lot of finishers in this match. A little overkill, but it was a fun overbooked matchup overall. 4 out of 5 stars, most definitely. Very enjoyable work that these two guys did. They shook hands, and that's how the match ended. How everything ended. When Cody left the ring, though, Brock Lesnar came back. And I don't know how you guys feel about it. I think it's a total PR disaster, in a sense. The fans loved it. They fucking erupted when they heard Brock Lesnar's music hit. And I personally, I didn't. I was like, Brock Lesnar, what's he doing back? He's in the middle of a legal issue right now. Like, what the hell are we doing? I'm totally against this. I think this is a bad business move. I think Brock Lesnar, the character, is amazing. I won't deny them of that. But people want to bitch and complain about Hulk Hogan's racism. They boot him out of the fucking building in Los Angeles because he stood up for Trump. What does politics have to do with wrestling? Wrestling is to me, wrestling is like bringing everyone together who enjoy watching wrestling. It doesn't matter about your political viewpoints or any of that shit. Leave that shit at the doorstep. When you enter an arena or a stadium, for this matter, you go there because you enjoy watching wrestling. You go there for the characters, the people that portray the characters on screen. But you're going ahead and you guys want to boo Hulk Hogan for a racist comment that he made back years ago. But we got a current situation going on with Brock Lesnar that involves him being part of a sick, deranged situation. And no one booed him. They all cheered for him. They went fucking nuts. I don't understand people. Hypocritical, in my opinion. Very hypocritical. Nobody should be cheering for this dude. You guys want to go ahead and take shots at Hulk Hogan for his racial comments that he made back in the day. But Brock Lesnar, who's committed something horrific or is part of something horrific, and they're fucking cheering for him. I think that's horrendous. I hope John Cena wins. I hope they don't book Brock Lesnar to win. I hope John Cena, for his last few matches he's got left in him for the remainder of the year, he walks away on a winning streak and then has his final match and loses. But to lose to Brock Lesnar, I don't like that. I think that's a bad taste in everyone's mouth. If you want to bring Brock back for him to lose to John Cena, fine. I'm cool with that. But to bring Brock back so he can go on a winning tear, no thank you. I'll pass. And I personally, I thought that this was really shit. The bringing Brock back, him F5ing John Cena after a great matchup. John Cena should have walked out, with his head held high, not being dumped on his face off of the shoulders of Brock Lesnar. And I personally don't care to see Brock Lesnar in WWE anyway. But had there not been any of these accusations or these claims that he's part of this horrific thing, which apparently seems to be true based on facts, I don't know what the fuck he's doing here. And I don't know why TKO would allow Brock Lesnar to be in the WWE right now since they own the fucking company. If you're going to do that with Brock Lesnar when the fucking court settlement takes place and everything's good with Vincent McMahon and he doesn't have to face jail time, why not bring Vincent McMahon back? You want to bring Brock back, you might as well bring Vince back. I mean, pick your poison. Stick with one side or stick with the other. But don't straddle the fence and just pick and choose when you feel like it's okay. But contradict yourself in the process too. I think that's absolutely stupid. So, Brock Lesnar being there put a sour taste in my mouth. I didn't really like that at all. And it's not because I hate Brock Lesnar in any way, shape, or form. It's just he's part of a really sick, deranged, fucked up situation that he shouldn't have had nothing to do with in the first place. But he apparently is. Or they wouldn't have taken him off television. They wouldn't have cut his contract or cut ties with him, period. But it is what it is. But overall, I like the main event of night 2. Night 1's main event was awesome as well. Some of the matches in the mid-card portion of things, they were good, but there was quite a few of them that were misses as well. So, it was kind of a mixed bag in my opinion. I think some people would say it was a great event. Other people will say it was shit. Other people will say it's right in the middle. I'm going to be one of the people that say it was right in the middle. It was an okay show, and that's basically it. So at this time, guys, you know what to do. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel. If you're not already subscribed to the channel. And leave a comment down below. I'll definitely get back to you on that. Thank you guys very much for watching, and have a great night, guys. Bye.